Hello there, viewers, and welcome to the Summer Series. I'm Barry Fair. Thanks for joining me here on the Summer Series on Tuesday, the 4th of December, 2018. Thank you for joining me here on the Summer Series, Summer Edition with Barry Fair here, your host in the studio today, and I've got a Christmas bonanza for you coming up today. So sit back and relax and get into the festive season with laughter and joy and some sadness. Firstly, we all enjoy Christmas with our loved ones by the pool, having a barbecue, having Christmas lunch with crackers and celebrations and music. And also the traditional Christmas turkey or ham. Now, who can resist a turkey or ham for lunch on Christmas Day? Well, I can tell you, viewers, I certainly can't. And what about the roast pork with crackling? Yum, with the apple sauce. Who can go wrong with that on Christmas Day? And I can tell you also, the Christmas pudding goes down well with brandy custard too, and you can't go wrong with having a Christmas pudding with brandy custard or ice cream. What would be a Christmas Day lunch without the traditional Christmas pudding with either brandy custard or your favorite ice cream? What a way to celebrate a Christmas Day lunch. What would be Christmas without Christmas carols? What about Santa Claus is coming to town? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. What about Blue Christmas? I'll be home for Christmas. Jingle bells rock, and many other Christmas carols. And Frosty the Snowman. I'm sure that you remember those tunes. And what about All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey? And don't they know it's Christmas? And simply having a wonderful Christmas. And what about Wham's big hit, Last Christmas? Now I'm sure that you heard it on the radio many times. I'm sure you have around Christmas time. Now getting back onto Christmas food now, how would you roast a turkey or a ham? Well, you need firstly a large turkey and a large roasting pan, and you need to cook the turkey properly, and the same goes with the ham. Before you cook the turkey, you must clean the inside and outside to make sure that there are no germs inside the turkey. Because if there are germs inside the turkey cavity or outside of the turkey, It's not safe to eat, viewers. And before you buy the turkey at the supermarket, make sure that you check the date on the packaging before you take it home. Because again, if the turkey is out of date, it is not safe to take home or cook it. And that goes with my ham. If you are preparing a Christmas Day lunch, make sure that you have the necessary equipment like your knives, your chopping boards, your baking dishes, your foil to wrap the turkey or ham in, and any other ingredients that you wish to prepare, such as your potatoes, pumpkins, beans, peas, salad, roast potatoes, whatever, and make sure you prepare a fruit salad for those who like a fruit salad for dessert, or a Christmas pudding with brandy, custard, or ice cream. The earlier you put the roast turkey or ham on in the oven, the better, and you can sit down to a traditional Christmas Day lunch with your family and friends. And make sure that you prepare the dips and biscuits and vegetable sticks and drinks for the guests and for the people that are arriving for Christmas Day lunch. Make sure that the dips and vegetable sticks and prawns are eaten as soon as possible, because on a hot day, the prawns and dips can go up because they have been left out of the fridge for too long. You must never eat off food after Christmas Day, because the dips and prawns and oysters can go up pretty quickly after a couple of days. So it is best to eat those sorts of foods as soon as possible. And why am I bringing this up now? Well, because you and your friends and family do not want to end up with food poisoning, and that is the last thing that you want to have happen on after Christmas Day. And I'm sure that you do not want to be ending up somewhere unpleasant after Christmas, such as the Northern Beaches Hospital. No, thank you. I'd rather not be there. I'd rather be here celebrating Christmas with my friends and letting the staff help me to celebrate Christmas. Christmas is a happy time of the year, viewers, but it can also be a sad time too. But I won't talk about the sad times. People like to go away and travel on the roads over the Christmas break. But the trouble is, ladies and gentlemen, people seem to rush and rush and rush. And that is how fatal accidents happen over the Christmas and New Year period. So the message that I would like to give to you right now is please slow down over the Christmas period. You only have the one life, everybody. So for goodness sake, why waste your life by doing something stupid on those roads when you can easily stop, revive, and survive over Christmas? Another thing that happens over Christmas is when people spoil the fun for everyone else and think that Christmas Day is just about them. Well, I can tell you viewers that it is not. Christmas Day is a time of happiness for everybody, not just for one person. Some people think that Christmas Day is just about them. Well, once again, viewers, it is not. Christmas Day is for everybody, and Christmas Day should be enjoyed without any violence or rudeness or selfishness or greed or disrespect, etc. Have you ever had fruit mince pies at Christmas, viewers? Well, I can tell you they are absolutely great. You can make your own fruit mince tarts. All you've got to do is buy a jar of fruit mince from the supermarket. Now, I'm not talking about, say, the savory mince, but there is a sweet mince as well, so you can make fruit mince pies to go with the Christmas Day lunch for dessert too. People also love to have a drink over Christmas as well. But the sad part about drinking is that people drink too much and then the violence starts, the punch-ups and the blame game. Like who said what or did what. Well, I can tell you violence can be avoided over the Christmas and New Year period. And as I've just said, Christmas Day is not just about one person, it is for everybody. What does Christmas mean to you? Well, you can tell me on my link when I post this video up. Well, I can tell you what Christmas Day means to me. It means I can celebrate Christmas with my friends and have a good laugh, have some good food, and have some fun and be merry. Because Christmas only comes around once a year. Well, it comes around in July as well when it is freezing cold. After the Christmas Day festivities, what are you thinking of doing with the food? Well, it's Boxing Day. What about a nice pasta salad to go with the turkey or ham? Or you can use the turkey and ham to make a toasted sandwich with some melted cheese under the grill, or a jack, anything like that. And what about the leftover Christmas pudding with the brandy, custard or ice cream? Perhaps a fruit salad, because it's no good wasting food. We must eat the leftover food, or otherwise it will go off and it will not be safe to eat. So label and date the food and eat as soon as possible. I hope that you've enjoyed this Tuesday's edition of the summer series, and I will be back tomorrow on Wednesday for another edition. I'm Barry Fair. Thanks for joining me here on this Tuesday, the 4th of November, and I will catch you tomorrow. So have a good evening, everybody. Good afternoon for now.